Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the day 5, I guess. Yeah, day 5 of DSA Bootcamp. As you can see, I will be uploading daily DSA content and all software related development practices. Everything. This is our community, and please like, share, and subscribe and support us. And you can see I will be explaining two daily problem of the day, and I will be explaining GFG portal problem solvings and lead code as well. And everything visual explanation and pictorial, everything has been explained. Please like and share and subscribe. As you can see, this is our channel. There are a lot of views coming up, 31, and lot of. Please like and share and subscribe and hit a bell icon, and I will be explaining everything software development, Java, Spring Boot, microservices, and also coming to the software best practices, how to crack the interviews, and DSA bootcamps, everything, whatnot, DevOps and data engineers, full stack, front end, Angular, React, everything I will be explaining. Please like and share and subscribe to us. And coming to you today, I will be going to the lead code problem. Here you can see my daily streak, and also this is the problem number 1717. This comes under medium category and maximum score from the remove substring. First of all, whenever in the interview, right, think about an your interview and the panelist given this question. And first of all, you have to understand the question in detail, and then try to come up with follow-up questions like what will be the constraints and what will be the expectations from the interview. So those have to clear before deep diving into the solutions, like giving the intuition and approach. Okay, and I will be going with the read question understanding those. You are given an string S, and there are two integers x and y, and you can perform two types of operation any number of times. Remove the string ab and gaining x point. For example, when you remove ab from the this given string, you can see it here, which is an ab as a substring, and it will be trimmed, and rest of the strings it becomes, and you can gain x points. And similarly for ba, you are trimming the ba substring from the given string, and you are gaining y points, and you have to return the maximum points you can gain after applying the above two operations on the given string s. That's what the given in question, and this is the input, and the input is given, and this is the x and y. As you can see, you have to find there are two operations. You have to think in a greedy way to get the maximum points by performing any one of the operation in both the operations. Okay, and before applying both the operation, you have to think which gives the maximum profitable. Here x is not profitable, y is more profitable, 1%. If you do number of operations, 1% of daily improvement, it will leads to the 360 36.5 percentage for every year. So similarly, you can do that. So you can choose the y, which is having the more, and you have to select that particular operation and trim the which you should give the highest preference to this particular substring, because of you having highest y points, and you have to remove from the given string. And similarly, after doing performing this, you can go to the lower priority string, and you can solve that. This is kind of completely greedy approach, and you can solve in brute force, optimal, better solutions as well. There are a lot more solutions you can come up with the interview. And given a string, and here the x is equal to 5, y equal to 4, and x equal to 5. Here x is the highest points and y is the lowest point. And you can perform this operation here, the above operation ab, and you can trim the all the substring, and you will get some remaining leftover, and you can perform the second operation, which is having the lowest priority of y having the low score, and you will get a total answer of 20. And the constant is given, string length will be starting from 1 to 10 power 5, and x and y ranges from 1 to 10 power 4, and s consists all the lowercase English letters only. So this is a given question. This is more important, the last one, because if the given question If it contains uppercase and lowercase, you have to handle those, and the size of the memory, how you want to store in the particular datasets, that is also will be differ. That's the reason this is the main important. And I will be explaining the my notebook. Here the GFG problem I have been explained morning, and coming to the lead code solution. Yeah, the same question has been copied, and here the greedy way. First approach will be the greedy by using the stack. By in stack, it takes an memory time complexity additional, and how number of given string length. And the intuition was simple. First, we have to find the highest priority, which has the highest priority. We highest scoring substring. We have to select that by checking the if condition, whether x is greater than y, and based on that we have to select that particular substring and remove all the instances substrings from the given string in the first iteration. In the second iteration, you should remove the all lower scoring substring from the remaining strings, and by this way you can able to solve this problem. And stack is for storing on the all the rest of the characters if you encounter. So that I will be going with the solution. Here the highest priority string, by checking which has the highest value, that particular string will be the highest priority, and the lowest priority will be the worst other one. The rest of the operation will be the lowest priority. And the first pass you are removing, this is the particular method will remove all the substrings from it. And with the help of the pair count, how we can count that? After removing that, we know the original length is this, and after removing all the strings, we are getting the remaining length, nothing but the remaining string of that particular length we are getting, and we are subtracting out of it. We will get what was the trimmed off, and by that you if you divide by two, at anywhere we will be having the two characters. That's the reason we are dividing by two. We will get a removed pairs count, and we can multiply that with the help of which is the maximum that will be stored into our resultant. And the second pass, we will be removing the lower priority strings. Lower priority, which means that we are calling the same function with the lower priority string, and same thing we are counting the pairs, and we are calculating the removed pairs, and by taking the minimum and maximum. This is the highest priority. This will be the lowest priority. As we are not storing the x and y, that's the reason we will be checking every time min and max. Highest priority will be the max, and lowest priority will be the min. Total score we are getting. This is the remove substring, which is nothing but a given input string is there, and target string nothing but substring, either AB or BA, and we are storing a character stack and to get to store all the remaining strings. Here you can see the input current characters, and checking whether the current character is equal to the while iteration we are traversing toward the string, and checking whether the target string contains the current character will be matching, and checking whether the in our stack whether a is there or prefix any element character is there which is matching to the previous one, target one. For example, in our stack a is there and the current character is b, and now you are checking b equal to b, which is satisfied. And also in the stack we should have at least one element, and we are looking into that, and whether it was matching to the first character. A is equal to a, then if it is matching, then we are popping out the a, and then if not, we are simply pushing the remaining characters out of it to get the maximum at any cost. And here the substring to build the reconstruct the remaining characters, like whatever the leftover remaining characters we should store, because we will be performing the uh, other operation, nothing but BA operations. That's the reason. And with the help of stack, we will get an reverse order, and we have to reverse it by using a string builder. We can reverse it, or in C++, we have a reverse function, and you can use s.begin, s.end to reverse it. I have the Java version of it, and then going to the second solution without a stack, how we can perform that. Yeah, you can see that in the first approach, right? The remove substring, it was we are checking for the all the occurrences, and it was string directly, and we should improve the space complexity. That's the reason we are avoiding that particular stack, and we are performing the in the same given string itself. here the given string, and we are taking two pointers with the help of read index and write index. This will be act as a stack, and we will be keep track of both the pointers, and then at each iteration we have to check the character read index is copied to the write index every time we will be writing, and whenever we match AB, then we will be decrementing the right index. As you can see, it was not matching the AB prefix. There is no AB substring. Whenever you found the AB substring, you will be found that particular match was there, AB substring was there, and then you are decrementing the right index to -2, because this particular consists of length of 2. We will be doing -2 for this, and we are decrementing. And here again we are checking until we reach the another substring of it. Another substring we found at the end, and the right index will be pointing each at a time, one at a time, both the indexes, and you can see the both indexes and match was found. Again we have to decrement that, so that we will get one substring which consists of the target substrings, all the substrings, and we can trim the all this part of the substrings by setting this, by considering this part of an string only. When coming to the implementation part, this is the given question method, and we are taking string builder to store the remaining string, and we can perform read and write operations. And we should always check for the highest priority, which has the highest point, and then we can perform the operations accordingly. If X is highest, we should perform this one. This is the 3D approach how we can tackle, and rest will be followed by the remaining substring, remaining operation. And at the end we are returning the total value. Coming to the method removing substring, we will be taking string builder and target string and nothing but target substring, and the point for removal, nothing but which has the points, X points or Y points. And this is the total counting, total result, and write index we will be storing, and read index is the current iteration traversing through the input string. And we will be storing in the input string with the help of string builder, and writing in the write index every time we will be writing. Read index will be writing to the write index every time. And b whenever we encounter b, we should stop and we should check whether the write index contains more than one, which means we have a prefix of something, some characters we have, and we have to check, validate whether it was matching to the target substring or not. Like input substring -2, nothing but zero index we are checking if it is matching to the target substring, and then here we are checking for the adjacent element. We checked A and we checked for the B. For that reason we are doing -1, and if it is matching to that, then we can simply decrement the count. Match was found. This is the match found case, and we are decrementing the right index, and we are incrementing the points. And at the end you can see that right index, right, that is the trimming part. At the end only we should perform trim the all the leftovers, all the substring matched ones, and we are returning dot one. That's how we can achieve. Time complexity is linear, and space complexity will be the constant for C++, because strings are mutable in C++. In Java and Python, strings are immutable. That's the reason we are taking string builders, which will take additional space complexity, order of n, number of elements. That's fine. And coming to the third approach, this is a simple approach, counting. Counting, it's also a greedy approach. As you can see, the previous approaches, right? We can avoid the spaces, removing the substring from the input string, and removing the substring from the input string that is performing, right? It is kind of bottleneck, and to be done in a single pass, we can use this approach. With this approach, we can do in a single pass every time. That is the bottleneck. While removing every substring, iterating to that, that's again additional time consuming part. We can improve the performance. That's the reason we should explain this. And here coming to the solution. Simple. It was given array, and we are counting all the accounts. There will be pointers accounts, and B counts, and initially will be the total points will be 0, all will be set to 0, and we will be counting that. Here we found the match of B, we will be incrementing the B, and we are taking the min out of it, which is min, 0 is min, and we are multiplying to the highest preference, highest score, and we are storing we are accumulating the total sum. That's what the algorithm is. And if we do not count, if we do not find any other, if we find the other characters, we can simply reset the counts and do not touch the total points itself. And at the end, you can see that whenever we found a B characters, which is kind of an ending of a substring, then we should decrement the A count because we found out one pair and should not increase the B count. And we should directly increase. This is the pair contributing to our answer. I didn't incremented the B point for this case. For decrementing the I, that's the reason I was performing this operation. Do not take into the count consideration, is take into the total count consideration. That's what. Take the min out of it and multiply with the highest points to it. And coming to the here itself, same thing. We found another pair. We are incrementing to see, you can see y equal to 4. Yeah, in the given question, y equal to 4. Here, x equal to 4, highest one. And we are every time incrementing the 4 itself whenever we found the match AB. You can see 8. And for rest all BA pairs, right? As we are storing the A count and B count, we can simply do the min out of both the operations, and we can multiply by Y, which is the lowest scoring one. And at the end, we will get a total cumulative sum. That's what the simple approach. There is some bottlenecks here. The first bottleneck will be the what if the why. This is completely we are doing greedy approach for the taking assuming the access having the highest preference. What if y is an highest preference? This question will be asked by the interviewer. You should communicate that you will add a simple if condition to toggle back to ensure our algorithm will be matching to the highest one, just like swapping this x and y, and then we can perform the we can reverse the substring to we can reverse the substring. That's the reason why we are reversing the substring, because our condition should not be changed. We are changing the given statements. We are altering the flow algorithm, but we are not altering the conditions. Here, X will be pointing towards AB substring only, and B will be pointing to the Y will be pointing to the BA substrings only. We are tilting the maximum highest preference giving to the X. We are swapping these values, but we are not swapping the substring. We are swapping the input given string to satisfy the our given algorithm. That's what we are doing. See here. However, all the solutions are valid for the AB having the highest score substring. What if B has a high profitable one, which is nothing but Y value is more? Then that is the case. Simple trick is to reverse the given input string and then swap the values, flipping nothing but swapping the x and y values to get to ensure that every time we are using x as a maximum, and we are simply reversing that to satisfy all the given. We are doesn't matter, right? Ordering doesn't matter. We are countering the AB substrings only, and we are using every time whenever we found a remaining other characters, we are simply resetting that. So we followed the substring mechanisms also. We are adhering to the rules and regulations, and here the algorithm. As I mentioned, we should always ensure that X should be an highest. So that's the reason we are swapping the points here and reversing the string builder, reversing the given string, assigning to the given string itself. This is the case when Y value is more, doesn't execute further axis mode. And this will comes here. We are counting the characters whenever A counter, and B counter. As we said, we need to check whether it contains already consistent prefix here. If it contains A count is more than 0, then we have a count previously we encountered. we can add into our solution. We can decrement the A counter. If it doesn't have, simply increment the B counter itself. And this is for the remaining rest all characters, not for A and B. And simply we are taking the min out of it every time, and we are multiplying by y, so that in a single pass, see, as you can see, in a single pass we are doing. In previous case, we are doing two pass solution. That is the most optimal. Number of times, number of unit you are traversing, you are reducing. That how much the algorithm is more efficient, from the individual point of view. This is a single pass solution, and we are storing our answer, and we are resetting the count itself because of it doesn't contain AB in the current occurrence. And at the end, we are calculating the BA pairs. For this algorithm, we are always counting for AB only. As you can see, we are adding X to it. And this is where we are adding for the BA pairs. Okay. And we are returning the total count. And by swapping, right, I have another trick. Instead of using third variable as a temp, we can use one liner using bitwise XOR. With this help of we can do in a single line itself. This will be supported for Java, C++, Python as well, every languages. Other way, right, bitwise OR operation by using like this, every time swapping three lines code. You can be done with alpha plus and y minus, and star and means multiplication and division, like star, division, star, like that you can perform that. That's swapping tricks, and that's all from me. Please like, share, and subscribe. That's all from me.